year marks the 50th anniversary of the New Orleans Jazz Festival, and a Bahamian contingency of top musicians, artists, and even Junkanoo performers will be attending May the 2nd through the 5th. Here with us this morning is the legend himself, Raphael Munnings, Freddie Munnings, and Mr. Dyson Knight. Welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Thank you.
How are you gentlemen doing this morning?
Doing great.
Wonderful. How many years has it been that the Bahamas has actually participated in the New Orleans Jazz Festival?
Well, in our research, we learned that the Bahamas actually participated in 1976, so thereabouts. Shortly after it was formed, it started about 4 or 5 years before that, and as you said, this is the 50th anniversary. And they had the likes of Chippie and Blind Blake and Maureen Duvalier. I learned this history in doing our research for this particular participation, and Junkanoo was actually there in the 70s, and then that was followed by Tony McKay, who actually moved to New Orleans. He lived in New Orleans for quite a while. But this particular journey started for us in 1982.
Wonderful.
When we went there for the Black Music Association. They invited us there to participate in that particular event. We met then, Dr. Off was with us, and a number of other artists. We met Stevie Wonder at that point. And the next year they invited us to participate in 1983 in the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, which was an incredible experience for us.
With all of these Bahamians coming, what is the reception like? Because clearly from what you're saying, we've been going for a number of years. So
listen,
what is the reception like for Bahamians?
When the Bahamas hits the fairgrounds, it's over. Because once they hear the boom boom of the goatskin drum, that is like a magnet drawing everybody to where we are. And we parade, and then we end up on stage where you have the likes of a Raphael Munnings, and this year, of course, Dyson and Wendi, and Nehemiah Hield, and it's going to be incredible. This is going to be the showcase of all showcases for Bahamian artists, in my opinion.
Yes.
The 50th anniversary of New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival is going to be the biggest musical experience in the world during this year. There's no question about that.
Well, that is epic. So Wendi and Dyson will be on the stage. That is very exciting news. What do you think it's going to be like for them to receive the type of energy that you both bring to the stage?
Well, I think there's even going to be an extra boost of energy coming from us, you know, joining the ranks of such legendary global legends that claim the Bahamas as their home. This is something that's really epic for Wendi and myself, and we are absolutely sure that we are going to represent the Bahamas very, very well. We're going to make Fred and Ray proud, and they're going to be able to say, hey, we did that.
Yeah. That's exciting. Tell Wendi we said good morning.
I
I'm
will.
sure she's probably watching. So who else is performing this year? So Wendi and Dyson are going to be a highlight. Who else is performing this year from the Bahamas?
Let me jump in right here. Nehemiah Hield will also be on the show with us, and of course I'll be performing. My first time on stage was in 1982.
Wow. And
that was my first time in front of about 40,000 people. And of course we tore the place up. I did some songs at that time from, you know, Fats Domino is from New Orleans. So we did a couple of his songs as tribute to him and their music. But we changed it and the rhythm and put it in a Junkanoo vein. And when they heard that, you know, the songs they knew, but they never heard it presented in this way, of course the audience just went wild. And when I looked out into the audience way in the back, I saw about a 20-foot flag waving. So that gave me another boost to know that people were really enjoying it. And the closing of the show, we left the stage and went out into the audience with a conga line. So you can imagine us going through the audience at 40,000 people. It went completely wild. A lot of other things happened too, but that was one of my most memorable of my first time on stage. Now I've been back there for about 8 years, every year since '82.
Okay.
And haven't been for about 30 years since, but this will be my first time again.
And then, of course, the magic of Junkanoo.
Of course.
I mean, the magic of Junkanoo.
It's infectious.
No question about it. I mean, it really just takes over wherever we go. But I must say, I really want to thank the Ministry of Tourism for coming on board as a major sponsor to make this happen. It's going to be a tremendous opportunity not only for us as artists, but it's going to open the doors of entertainment and access to that particular market for our artists. And that's really what we're trying to do, to open that door, to have that cultural exchange between New Orleans and the Bahamas,
Sure.
which we've been trying to do for the last 20 years. I believe it's going to happen this time on this 50th occasion.
Well, this is a big one.
This is it. This is it. I mean, we're going to showcase to the world. And when I say showcase to the world, I mean, you know, I see Dyson, he documents everything with his, he's got the world in his hand,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
as Ray
On
says.
Instagram, we follow
But
him,
I'm going to tell
follow
you,
Wendy
this
too,
really
yes.
is going to be an opportunity for us to really showcase the indigenous music, and they've requested that we play indigenous Bahamian music using Bahamian artists.
Very
and
good.
so we added the youth. We've got Nehemiah as the middle-aged artist, and then of course Raphael as the historic, iconic, cultural genius that he is. This is going to be truly incredible. Dion Turnquest has put an incredible band together, so we're really excited to be a part of this.
What is it like with the camaraderie with the Bahamians when you all travel to a stage like this, especially seeing that it's so important on an international stage for us to be one and to perform?
Everybody want to come back home with us? No, seriously. The minute, Bahamas is a brand. The minute you say you're from the Bahamas, and we meet the likes of the Neville brothers and over the years, and every time we mention it, they really want, you know, the Marcellus brothers are going to be there. This is Winton Marcellus and Brendan Marcellus. They're all going to be there. Shaka Khan. We're opening we're going on just before Gladys Night.
Yeah.
So that's
Wow.
going to be an incredible experience. I
Yes.
remember the last time we went on just before Jerry Lee Lewis. And after we came up the stage, Jerry Lee Lewis told him, listen man, wait another half hour, let the stage cool down before I have to follow it, because I'm telling you, it's so infectious. And the rhythms of the Bahamas, you know, they have something in New Orleans called second line.
Okay.
Which is a street performance of their jazz and music. And the Bahamas Junkanoo is our second line. But it's our first line. That's their second, this is our first line. And we take the music to the stage, and it's just going to be incredible.
Thanks, Red. We just want to thank again the Ministry of Tourism and all the other sponsors that have made this possible. And we're looking forward to it happen, making it happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to making the country proud, and looking forward to doing something else in our career.
All right, so it's May 2nd through the 5th. We wish you all the best.
Thank
Safe
you.
passage. I know you're going to represent as well. Take as many Bahamian flags as possible so that they can be out in the
Absolutely.
audience. And yeah, looking forward to it. Any last words before we leave?
Yes, it's just that we hope that the world will then, as a Pied Piper, we're going to bring them to the Bahamas. Every time we go there, we bring major conventions back to the Bahamas.
Excellent.
And so this is going to be an opportunity once again for the world to know exactly the manner of our bearing,
Thank you.
as I say in our national.
And if you can't make it to the show, make sure you're following our socials,
Yes.
all of us, and you'll be able to take part.
And we're right there with
From
you.
home. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We appreciate all of you, and do well.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this very short commercial break.